What is up, chat? It's your boy, Mr. Schneider, and we are here to solve some equations the Schneider way. So let's lock in, chat, and see what we got. Now, for all these equations, regardless if it's a subtraction or an addition one, or if it's got this weird thing here, or if it's a fraction, or if it's like a super fraction, we're going to solve it the exact same way. And remember, just getting the answer, it gives you half credit. To get full credit, you got to show it my way, because this isn't just my way. This is the way of every single math teacher, and it's just going to get harder after this year. So I'm trying to give you a good foundation. So let us get started. So we got a couple rules here. First thing we do. So here's how to solve equations. First thing you do is rewrite the equation. Okay? Second thing we're going to do after we rewrite is we are going to set our goal. Because all things need a goal. Anything you want to accomplish, you need to have that goal. You need to articulate it. And then what you're going to do is you are going to spot the difference. Okay? And some of this you may be like, I don't understand what this means. And that is okay. I'm here for you. And then last step is to eliminate the difference. The difference. Okay, now these are the 4 steps, and these 4 steps will solve any of our math problems. And, in fact, these 4 steps will literally solve any equation that you're going to get, okay, just following these steps right here. So let us, without further ado, let's jump in and lock in, chat. Okay, let's take a look at this first one here. This first one, let me move this over so we have our little guide, is x minus 3 is equal to 7. Now, everyone here is super duper smart. You could figure out what x is without doing this math, and that is cool. But next year, you won't have these easy equations. You're going to have hard equations, so you got to know the steps. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is rewrite. So this is the problem that I gave you, and you got to rewrite it. Now, the benefit of rewriting is that if you like your variable on the left side and it's on the right side, you can move it to the left in this rewriting step. Step 1, done. Okay? Now, we've done step 1, and now we're on to step 2, which is setting our goal. Our goal is, hey, what do we want to find here? What's our goal? Like, how do we know if our answers are, like, what are we going to do? Okay, so our goal is to figure out, okay, what on earth x is. And that's what we're going to write. And we got to make sure to line it up really nice. And then what Mr. Howard does in Glacier Bay is he says, hey, let's do a little line. This is something that I used to do when I was solving equations as a kid. And here we go. We've done this line. So we've done step 1. We have rewritten our equation. We have set up our goal. Now we got to spot the difference. Okay, now here's what spotting the difference means. What spotting the difference is you look at the side of the equation where the variable is. In this case, it's our x. And the question is, what do we have to do to this? What do we got to get rid of to make this look like this? We're spotting the difference. I say it's like you have up 2 pictures with the little differences between each picture. Can you spot the difference? I even got a song for it, okay, but I won't sing. I won't subject you to that. So here's what we got. Can you spot the difference? Well, let's see here. I know that if I got rid of this 3, I just took that out completely, that would look a lot like it. So let's see. Let's say I did take that out completely. I'll just delete it. Does this look exactly like this? Well, no, because we got to add something else. We, in fact, have to add that minus. So we've spotted the difference. That difference is the minus 3. If we get rid of that minus 3, we're going to be golden. So let's eliminate it. What is the opposite of minus 3? How do we get rid of a minus 3? In upper level math, you may say, what's the inverse operation? How do you get rid of a minus 3? Well, you get rid of that by plusing 3. And now we come, I don't like that color, and I got to make this a little thicker. So there we go. And we get rid of it by plusing 3. Now, We've come from balances. If I just do it to one side, that's not going to be fair. I got to make it fair. So if I add 3 on the left, I've got to add the 3 on the right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to simplify it. So we know we have an x. We know we have a 3 minus a 3. And what's 3 minus 3? You're right, Chet. You are locked in. It is 0. So plus 0 is equal to what is 3 plus 7? Oh, good job. It is 10. There we go. Now, if x plus 0 is 10, then do you know, let me move this down a little bit while you're thinking, do you know what x could be? Yeah, if x plus 0 is 10, then x is 10. And these are the steps. This is what I want to see. This is the Schneider method, which is every other grade level's method, okay, for solving equations. And if you just give me this is a 2-point question. If you just give me this, 1 point. But the plus side is if you just give me this and you don't know how to do it or you get the answer wrong, that's still going to be a point out of 2 because you're showing that work. You're showing those steps that I need. Now, the only optional part of this is this spot right here. You don't have to do that. I like doing it. It helps me out, but you don't have to. You can skip that if you want. Okay? Come on, chat. Let's try the next one. Let's get on this roll here. Okay, so same steps. Let me move this over. So now we need to rewrite this equation. Now, do you notice that the q is on the right-hand side? I don't like my variable on the right-hand side, but you might. If you do, that is cool. I don't. So I'm going to rewrite it in my rewrite step so that q plus 4 is 17. Now I've rewritten it. Now I've got to set my goal. My goal is I want to know what q is. What is q? Oh my gosh, that's a horrible equal sign. Sorry. There we go. That's better. What does q equal? Well, we don't know. So that's our, now some people, like on this next step, they like to put their little line here, like Mr. Howard teaches people, and that's a great way to do it. So now we got this. So now let us do our next part. It is, we've rewritten, we've set our goal. Let's spot the difference. What do we need to remove from here to make it look like that? Well, you're right. We do got to get rid of that plus 4. Oops. 4, there you go. Let's get rid of that plus 4. That's our difference. And now step 4, eliminate the difference. So how do we eliminate a plus 4? Yeah, you eliminate it by minusing 4. And you don't do it to one side. You got to do it to both. It's only fair. So now we have 17. So we have 4 minus 4, which is 0. So we're going to get q plus 0 equals 17 minus 4. Yep, that's 13. So q equals 13. There we go. Good job, chat. Come back to the next video. So don't forget to smash that like button. Okay. And then I'll return for these 3 doozies. Okay. You got this.